last night, you were in Dodger Stadium, Christopher, correct?
I was.
And baseball's greats were on that field last night.
And baseballs were flying out of Dodger Stadium.
Ronald Acuna Jr., ladies and gentlemen, tomahawked a Lance Lynn challenge fastball straight out of the park. It didn't leave the grandstand, but it was a no doubt about her, a grand slam. And with Spencer Strider on the mound last night in his handlebar barbershop quartet mustache, it looked like that was a wrap when Acuna Jr. hit a grand slam home run to put the Braves up 6-1 in Dodger Stadium and make history. The first ever 30-60 player. That is nuts. 30 home runs, 60 steals. By the way, he came with his 61st steal later in the game.
Yep. And
he almost had the biggest steal of the night when Mookie Betts, who he's battling for the MVP this year. If I know Falcons, Braves fans think that there is no competition, but Mookie Betts in the month of August placed himself front and center. He came up last night with 2 home runs, one of which I think ticked Acuna's glove in right field. A 3-run shot that put the Dodgers back in the game. He had a solo shot that kept the Dodgers close. Max Muncy made it a 1-run game later on, and then Betts stepped to the plate in the 9th inning as the tying run, and he hit one to Acuna Jr. again.
To the warning track again.
It was so exciting.
It was awesome.
And Acuna Jr. came up with his 6th. He stole a base last night. He is unbelievable. And what did he do during the day yesterday?
Acuna had himself a day because of a visa issue with his longtime girlfriend. They have 2 children together. They got married yesterday afternoon in Los Angeles, or else she was going to have to return to her home country for 3 months. And they were going to be apart during the stretch run here and the playoffs. So they got married, made it legal in L.A. yesterday. And then Acuna sets the 30-60 mark in the 2nd inning. It was unbelievable.
So when Snitker was making a pitching change last night, was he coming out there asking about, do we get him candlesticks?
They went full Robert Wall.
Was it full, like, do we get candlesticks? What are we getting him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing day for Ronald.
And I honestly, please know this. I honestly do not bring this up to troll you. I don't.
No, it's totally fine.
I
will be angry
don't.
about it until the day I die.
How in the world did the Red Sox willingly let this guy go? Now, I know they got players back, but
they gave $70 million to Nathan Eovaldi because he pitched 9 innings in relief one time.
In all seriousness, though, and I do not bring this up for that. I know I've already said that, but I feel the need to say it again. Was it just they didn't think he was really a superstar, or he was slight in build, or what?
I don't think that's it at all.
$300 million at the time. What a bargain!
Won an MVP, won a World Series.
So he wasn't sustainable.
Homegrown.
What was it?
No, the reports that coming out at the time is that he wanted to be paid like Mike Trout, and they didn't think he was as good as Mike Trout.
That's what I'm saying.
In 2018, I guess you could make an argument, even though he beat Mike Trout for an MVP one year. Trout beat him another for a year.
He's, without question, and I say this without reservation, he's got a better career than Mike Trout right now.
Ooh,
yes, he does. Yes, he does. I don't care about the numbers, because you talk about W's, you talk about trophies, you talk about and I understand Trout hasn't had that much help. Come on, though.
I guess
he just had his 51st hit in the month of August, which is second all time on this vaunted franchise. Mookie Betts. Come on now. What he does, and has he missed time? I mean, how much time has this guy missed?
Second base, turning double plays last night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
He may be one of the best athletes in America.
Oh, he's multiple 300 perfect games. The guy's incredible.
At bowling. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. What? And the fact that, again, Freeman bats behind him.
I really don't want to go into
Freeman bats behind him.
John Henry Red Sox ownership.
No, I get it. I know that, but I can't believe it. And I don't know where we can sign for right now.
Dodgers, Braves, NLCS.
If that game was an LCS game and country's watching that.
It was Such
last night.
Playoff energy.
So much fun.
Last night. The Braves fans were chanting MVP for Acuna. Betts would come up. Dodgers fans chanting MVP. It was just electric.
Scale of 1 to 10, Sarah Tiano watching that grand slam go out the yard was it Spinal Tap 11 or what?
What's even better is that we had a father-son Braves fan sitting next to us during that inning.
Yeah.
The kid who was about 10 years old just turns to me and goes, all right, Lopez is going to walk in front of Acuna to walk in a run, and then Acuna is going to set the record with a grand slam. Not 2 minutes later, it happens. We're going nuts. His dad is filming, and then we were just like, yo, you got any lottery numbers?
What else you got?
You want the Super Bowl? You go, what do we got, kid?
That pitch from Lance Lynn, what was that, like an off-speed spinner that he threw out of the zone?
Right down the middle.
No. The off-speed spinner to Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like,
had
hey,
Lopez on the ropes.
Bro, just throw it down the middle.
Yeah. Make him get on base.
Do you know who's coming up next?
Dude, no doubt.
What the
no
hell?
doubt about her.
That was amazing. That was a fun game
Great,
to watch.
game.
Soup to nuts. Dodgers made it a game again. I thought they were toast. But Mookie Betts isn't. That. I don't know how the hell happened. But I'm glad because he was wearing the Yankees out, and I didn't have to see him the 18 times a year anymore.
And 3 more. I mean, this is the rare 4-game series. 3 more.
I love
this
it.
weekend.
It'll be fun. It'll be
awesome.
fun. And I would proffer to say Acuna is the MVP. Like, do you think this series do you think, TJ, this series will decide it or what?
Right now, I'm just going back and forth after what you said, and I'm just comparing stats between Trout and Mookie.
Okay,
and
yeah.
So I've just been kind of caught up ever since you said that. And I'm like, I guess I see your point when it does, and not to veer off of what you just asked.
No,
me,
that's okay.
But
Mookie
does matter.
Mookie has the 2 rings.
2 rings, but I've never really heard that comparison before. So that just kind of like,
When it's all said and done, Trout is a first ballot Hall of Famer. When it's all said and done, so is Mookie Betts.
Absolutely.
So the question is, the fact that the Red Sox looked at Mookie Betts despite home-growing him and seeing what he meant to the fan base there, said, let's send him to Los Angeles. Let them pay him.
It's not that simple.
Okay.
But
because he didn't want to stay?
He has recently said that he wanted to stay, but that was not the impression at the time in 2018 that he wanted to stay.
What a godsend out
here. And he wanted the $400 million. They weren't willing to give it to him, despite having more money than God. The Fenway ownership, it's really frustrating on many levels, and I don't want to go to a dark place.
To go back to your question, Acuna,
just so you know, I'm not intending to put you there. That's not my intention. It's a legitimate question.
I know. So. It is cool that, I can watch him anytime I want here in Los Angeles. My son can appreciate him, but that's not really the point.
Not the same
he
thing.
should be wearing Boston across his chest.
It's not the same. So Acuna could end up going 40-70 for the season.
He could. If he has a great September, there's no question why he can't.
It's starting today.
Yeah, they're neck and neck. Rich, the Vegas odds. A month ago, Acuna was a massive MVP favorite. You could have got anyone else.
Betts just had a torrid August.
And
torrid.
The August that Betts had, combined with the Dodgers really surging, you can make a case for the best. They're better than the Braves right now, despite last night. I really think this series, what they do head to head, Acuna hits a grand slam, like Acuna's MVP, and then he just misses robbing Betts of a home run. Betts hits the 2 dingers last night. It's going to be an incredible race down the finish. It's
so
fantastic.
much fun.
And this is for home field.
It's so great.
Possibly
it
in the
really
NLCS.
is neat. It's a neat way to start September and have Labor Day weekend hit. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.